Hello. Hey, Miss Key, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, put a thumb in the chat. If you can hear me, put a thumb in the chat. Hey, y'all. Happy Wednesday. Hey, y'all. Happy Wednesday. This is Wellness Wednesdays. I'm having a little technical difficulty. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today is Wellness Wednesday, and I'll be talking about get right. I'll be wrapping up this series about Alzheimer disease, and I'll be talking about men's health. Welcome in. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me? You can hear me? Okay. Got to make sure because I've been doing a lot of testing today. So y'all can hear me? Hold up. Today is Wellness Wednesday. Over here, I do a lot of awareness. I do a lot of awareness over here. And today I want to touch on can y'all hear me now? I'm gonna be on camera in a minute. Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Well, anyway, today is Wellness Wednesday. I want to welcome everybody to my chat. Over here, I do a lot of awareness over here. And June was Alzheimer Awareness Month, and it was also Men's Health Month. Over here, I like to speak for people that are dealing with different types of issues or anything concerning their health. I does entertainment over here. I'm all about building myself up along with others. As you can see, I have members on my channel. If you'd like to become a Georgia Trooper, just hit that join button. And good evening to everyone. I see Darlene Williams. Hello. Miss Key, thank you, one of my members. And thank you today for helping me out today, Miss Key. I see Miss Hot Pink in the chat. Thank you. Y'all also see I have Nightbox in the chat. Nightbox is another moderator. It helps with the channel. It helps drop links. It tell you if you want, if you are a YouTube creator, you drop the word troopers and your channel will show up. I also have my members floating all through this chat. So y'all make sure y'all connect with some of my members. And if any new people come in, we welcome them like we welcome everybody else. So that's how we're going to do it. Good to see everyone. It's been hot today, trying to beat this heat, even though it's still June. We still got a long way to go. Summer is just not beginning. But I had started doing awareness on Alzheimer's disease and brain disorder because my mom does is in the early stages of Alzheimer's. So I was educating myself. I do this every year. I try to do awareness on things that are going on around the world today. And I also will touch on men's health. A lot of people don't like to talk about men's health because a lot of men don't like to go to the doctor. So by me having 5 brothers and a husband and son and nephews and things like that, I try to encourage our guys to go to the doctor. A lot of them don't want to go because they want to wait and go to when something happens. That's when they like to go. But my first segment, I'm just going to talk about Alzheimer's. Hey, Miss Lady T, good to see you. Miss Lady T is also one of my members. Thank y'all, Joy Truth, for coming in. If anybody else want to become a member, just hit the join button. I do a lot of things with my members. I'll be doing more giveaways. I had my first giveaway on last Friday. I gave away some gifts. My membership is for my ones. They got the little sticker on their name or their back of their names. We do shout outs. We're going to be doing different things as a group. But I love all my moderators just the same. And it's good to see my Dream Team sisters. What's been going on, Dream Team sisters? Everything cool on that side? I think I was peeping in on Dana last night. Yeah, I enjoyed some of this show. I was able to see some of it. I see things still about the same, but he putting everything in perspective over there. Yeah, I think a lot of people does owe him an apology, but maybe one day they will. But getting into my segment today, as you can see on the stream, Alzheimer's disease. Is anybody in my chat have any relatives or anybody that deal with Alzheimer's? Is anybody in the chat or know someone that has it? How are they coping with it? I do this every year. You probably seen me do this last year. I show awareness every month on different topics. And I'm still drinking on my drink, trying to keep more water down by adding me some fruits in it. So is anybody in the chat familiar with Alzheimer's disease? Hey, Simply Sarah, good to see you. I know Simply Sarah said her dad had it. Today I'm just doing a recap on Alzheimer's disease, and then I'll speak on men's health. All of it will go in together. And like I said, we got night boxing here. I'm new at it, so if you see some things that might be, I think things are kind of okay with it, but if you see some things a little off, just think that, look, we're working with it. So, but I does have my members, their channel does be rotating throughout the chat. And if you want your link to drop immediately, just type Trooper and it will come up. Shout out to Miss Key and also Buddha. Miss Key was the one really showed me how to really did it for me. They showed me how to get it connected. I thank God for those ladies for helping me out, especially Miss Key. Because I tell you, night box ain't no joke. But getting into my segment today, on this stream, you can see where I'm fixing to just give you some facts about Alzheimer's. Anything that I say on my channel about wellness, you could also look it up yourself. Don't just take my word for it. Everything is for educational, entertainment purposes only. So today I'm just shooting some facts about Alzheimer's. You say your mother had it. Was it difficult being with someone that had Alzheimer's, Sarah? Because like I said, my mom is in the early stages. My mom is in the early stages, and I'm starting to see her challenges. And I'm sure that it was challenging. This is my shirt for Alzheimer's awareness. I made this shirt from my shop. I have those in my shop. They are purple. Can y'all put some purple hearts in the chat? Anything purple? You have anything purple on your phone? A purple heart, or purple flower, or anything? Let's put those in there to represent people with Alzheimer's and brain disorder. If you got a purple heart or a purple bow or anything like that. I don't know, Nightbot might let you put too many emojis, but if you could put some type of purple in the chat, that would represent people with Alzheimer's. Like I said, my mom, she does have the early stages, and I'm learning more and more about what to do, how to be able to interact with her with it. And it's not easy, y'all, because you know when your mom, like my mom is 83, right? And she's still having her way. She right about everything. So I have to try to, hey now Taylor, good to see you. My dream team sisters up in here. Hello, how you doing, Six Bows? Like I said, I got a new moderator. It's new, and it's called the Night Box. So, only thing you can do, you want your channel dropped, just type the word Trooper, and you'll see my members. My members links will be dropped automatic. So, they're just doing it in a time and order. So, y'all tell Nightbox, hey y'all, Nightbox, he might do right. Sometimes when you do a lot of, I think I took it off where you can put some emojis in the chat, but it was when Nightbox was timing people out. So I took that out because I don't want people to be timed off for anything. My moderators still have that job. If you see people coming in acting crazy, y'all gonna get them the boot. But Nightbox is only basically just gonna make sure links get dropped, telling you about my channel and my members' channels, and that's how we do it. But my moderators, you still can tell people to support my channel. I does have super chat, membership, things like that. You can tell them about that. But Nightbox basically gonna be talking about the channels and the members and things in that order. You said I haven't been on Instagram. Oh, you're talking to Miss Key. Okay. But yes, this is what I'm talking about today is Alzheimer's disease. Like I said, my mom is in the early stages of Alzheimer's disease. So I'm just going to give some facts about it. Anything that I say on my channel today or anytime is for educational entertainment purposes only. There's an Alzheimer's disease. It's called senile dementia, a progressive disease that destroys the memory. It destroys the memory. Hello. It destroys the memory and other important mental functions. Brain cells connection and cells themselves degenerate and die, eventually destroying memory and other important mental functions. These are facts. More than 3 million U.S. cases per year. Treatments can help, but this condition, hold on, get the camera right, can't be cured. Alzheimer's disease cannot be cured, y'all. And it's over 3 million cases in the United States. It requires a medical diagnosis, lab tests, or images not required. It's chronic. It can last for years, and it also can be for lifetime. These are just some common facts about Alzheimer's. It's messing with your memory. This messes with your memory. And like my mom, like I said, I'm starting to see the changes in my mom. She has the early signs of dementia, what lead up to Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's disease and dementia, they're similar, but they're neither one of those can be cured. And so I have to, after we found out what was going on with my mom, we was wondering, because she was talking about things like things going on in the older days, and we would try to correct her. And every time we would say that, Mom, that ain't how it's supposed to be, she would always repeat it and say it again. And she was seeing like she was confused, like, you know, she stayed confused sometimes. But right now she's pretty good right now. She still get confused at times, and she get restless. She be very restless at night sometimes. So the doctor gave her something to relax, because it's not a cure for these things. Only thing they can do is just make her comfortable. We just try to do some of the things she like make sure she watch her favorite television. She like cookies, y'all. My mom loves some cookies, and I don't care whenever I go there. She like Gal, because she called me Gal. Then she called me my name, and then she'll, she mostly be saying, Gal, what you brought me today? You brought me some cookies. And I'm like, Mom, I didn't bring you none. And if I don't have none with me, I have to go make sure I go get some. But what I'm saying, if you got someone that's dealing with Alzheimer's, you got to be able to be on their level, because these things happen to everyone. These things happen to everyone. Yes, sundown, exactly. See, my daughter was the one told me the first time before I went and took my daughter, before I went and took my mom to the doctor. My daughter's an RN. She already had told me, she said, Mama, Grandma is going through sundown. I'm like, what is sundown? And it's similar to dementia and Alzheimer's, because it always happened like in the afternoon or mid-evening. She started talking. My brother would be like, Mama, no, she be talking at night. It seems like my mom talk at night, y'all. She be up talking at night. And she be telling us some things in her old days. And, we try to correct her. We think she's, a little off from what we're reality of things, but she know who she is. She know her name. She know us. It's some things she'll be off a little bit, but the doctor said she's in the early stages. So sundowning is that. So Sarah, I'm gonna ask you a question. Was it hard for you to see about your mom, or was it how was it? Were you able to care for your mom the way you wanted to? I know it was a big challenge because, like I said, I'm starting to see. I'm starting to see some of those challenges from my mom, and I always tell my brother, they think because she started talking like that, they need to maybe take her to the doctor. And I be trying to tell my brothers, no, every time she get like that, we ain't got to take her to the doctor, because the doctors have already told us what to expect. So what Sarah said. Yes, you do. And that's what I was telling my brothers. You have to. I'm still drinking my drink, y'all. This right here is watermelon. I got some fruits in here. That's what I told my brothers. Every time she say something a little off, they calling me. Hey, child, good to see you. Today is Wellness Wednesday, and I'm just wrapping up the series of Alzheimer's disease, because I did do some walking this month. It's been so hot, I haven't been out there this week. Because it's been so hot. I had said I was going to try to walk in the afternoon, late in the afternoon, or in the morning time. I mostly be asleep or have something else to do. That's why I would always come on like midday and walk, but it's too hot right now to walk when the time I was walking. So, but I want to try to get me some walking in, maybe like a cool afternoon like today. And of course, these are my shirts for Alzheimer's disease. It say, live to fight another day. That's how my shirts are. They are in my shop. Yeah, fix that light right now. Good to see you. Hey, child. Today I was just sharing some things about Alzheimer's disease and brain disorder. And I was just reading about it's over 3 million cases out here in the world today that people are living with Alzheimer's and brain disease. Sarah is one of my members. I don't know if y'all have connected. Nightbox are dropping the members' links. They just going slow, but eventually all my members will see their link in the chat. But if you want to go on and see your link, if anybody have a channel that wants their link to go on and drop, you have to type Trooper. I'm trying out Nightbox today. Yeah, it is very important. I do awareness over here. I try to stick to wellness and entertainment over here. You barely very sudden see drama on my channel unless it's someone come over here with drama. Other than that, my channel run kind of smooth. I does have Nightbox in here, but my moderators are still important to me. If you still see people coming in acting out of the ordinary, you does have my permission to get rid of them. But other than that, my chat, I hope it continues to run the way it's been running. So I'm just gonna read a few more things about Alzheimer. Like I said, thank you. Like I said, this disease is not treatable. It's not treatable. Reason I talk about a lot of the things because there are things going on in my own life with this. Like I said, my mom does have the early stages of Alzheimer's. So I like to educate myself more with the doctors, and then I read up on things and I bring it on my channel. And also Sarah was saying her mom dealt with Alzheimer's. And she was saying you does have to have patience. You have to have patience with them because they will slip back into time. When I say when they slip back into time, they call it sundowning, and they start talking about their younger days. They start talking about things what was going on with them as a child, because Alzheimer does affect your memory. It affects your memory. It causes you to be memory loss, called confusion, and those are some of the main symptoms of Alzheimer. Over here, I like to read, y'all. I like to read over here. So uh, there's a treatments consist of conditioning and chance of medication. There is medication for it, but it's not a cure, y'all. It is not a cure for it, but they can give you medication because they give my mom, because my mom, she get agitated. She get real agitated, especially late. I think it happened with my mom late in the afternoon. I guess when she then got real restless, she need to relax. So she have to take medicine to relax her. But it's challenging when you know, especially when you deal with your own issues too. Uh, thank you. I try my best. I try my best. It's not an easy thing, but you know, a lot of people don't like to hear about wellness and things like this. They choose to listen to other things, but that's be their choice. Like I said, if anybody want to be a member on my channel, you can hit that join button. You will become a Georgia Trooper like the rest of the members of my chat. Okay, Sarah said they go back in their childhood. They forget your name. They forget their name. It's very challenging. Yes, because one day, I'm not going to tell no stories, Sarah. My mom thought my daughter was me, even though me and my daughter does favor, but she said, when your mama, she said, when your mama gone, she forgot who I was. She forgot who I was. She thought I was my daughter. She like, when your mama coming by here? And it kind of made me, brought tears to my eyes. You know, I get sentimental quick. And I'm like, Mom, did me, Amy. And she like, Gal, I thought you were T, you know, because my mama called me Gal, y'all. She thought like, Gal, I thought you were T. And then that's what I was telling the doctor. So they went and did a scan. They took a CAT scan over her head, and you know, Joe was letting us know how severe it was. So she's like in the early stages. But now she was diagnosed with this last year, and I can tell those challenges are starting to get a little bit further with her. But she, you know, she's where she's able to understand us. She still know some of us, but at times she does go back to her childhood. Like her sister had died a year ago, and I constantly have to keep telling her that her sister. I'm back. I was messing with something, and like I said, my mom and her sister was real close. They were real close, y'all. And my mom's sister died, and you know, I hadn't told my mama and when she first died because I didn't really know how she was going to handle it about her going through the situation she's in. But she kept calling my auntie used to stay into it, y'all. They been like a couple of years apart. You know how you and your siblings, just always staying into it. At their age, they will always get into it. And I used to be saying, Mom, why you ain't feeding? Love to fuss and fight at the ages they are, because I know they was up in age. And you know, when you get older, you be crappy and all kind of way. And they used to get into it so much, y'all. And I used to be saying, y'all know y'all need to stop. But my aunt, that was one I was telling y'all about, died from pancreas cancer. That was my mama's sister. And she just kept on. My mama was is this hereditary? Let me find out to make sure. It's common. It's common. It just happens for real. But it could be hereditary. But let me find out for you. But my mom, she thought my auntie was just being mad with her, right? She talking about, she ain't called me. That's all right. She ain't called me. She acting funny. And I had to break down, y'all, and tell my mama. My mama was just bringing up stuff about when they was getting into it. She was just bringing up all that old stuff. And so I know that just from what she's going through. But I had to go on and tell her, I said, Mom, Auntie ain't acting funny. She died. She left us. And that was one of the hardest things for me to do, was to try to tell my mom that her sister was gone, even though she was all confused and everything. And she still, right now today, she'll still mention her. Then she'll say, oh yeah, she died then. You know, I have to keep constantly have to tell her. But yeah, let me see. But Sarah said, she said, I believe it to be child, because my mother and her sibling. Okay, let me see. Is it hereditary? Let me find it. See, can I find it right quick? Yep, they said Alzheimer's disease can be inherited. Yes, it can be hereditary, y'all. Yes, it can. That's why, like my dad, I'm gonna talk about my dad for a minute. My dad was diagnosed with prostate cancer. So they tested my brothers. They want my brothers to go get their self checked. So that's why I'm talking about MenHealth. Because my brothers, I have to make them go to the doctor. I'm gonna talk about MenHealth. They're gonna be my next topic, talking about MenHealth. These guys don't realize they gotta go to the doctor. I'm not here to judge no one. That's one thing my channel is not. I've never judged no one about what they need to do or how they need to do it. I want to do awareness, and I want to speak on things that are going on in my life and what is going on in the world. But a lot of our men are scared to go to the doctor. We're gonna get into that in a little bit. But yes, they said Alzheimer's disease can be inherited. It's the vast majority of cases, more than 99 in 100. Alzheimer's disease, what they saying, Alzheimer's disease is not inherited, but the most important risk factor for Alzheimer's disease is age. It's kind of go half and half. It kind of go half and half with it, but it basically deal with age, older age. Yes. Let me see something they said. Okay. But it's something very. This is not no joke. This is not nothing to play around with. If you see a loved one, you know, like the older ones, they always talk about their old days, but when you see them basically just sticking to one subject or just repeating the same thing, and you know when they get a certain age, like my mama, you still can't tell them that. You know they get in their age, like my dad. You can't tell a lot of older people. You can't tell them that because they got their own ways. And then, like my mom, like I said, she's so serious. Y'all, you know, if you got an older mom, like my mom is 83 years old, and she had me laughing sometimes. We were having a good conversation the other day, right? Because I was telling my nephews about how my mama was when she was dating. I can remember my mom, because my mom was married to my dad, but they got separated. See, I have an open channel. I talk about my family over here. I don't, ain't nothing to be ashamed of, nothing like that. My mom was dating, right? My mom ended up with 2 men called Sam. She had 2 guys. She was dating two guys named Sam. And I was telling my nephew the other day, I said, Mom was something else back in her day. And she heard me saying that about her. She said, I sure was. See, we can have some conversations with her, and then some conversations we does be off a little bit. And I was saying, Mom, you were something else. You didn't know which Sam you wanted to be with. Because my baby brother's daddy named Sam, and she was also dating a man named Sam. And I would just sit down sometime and talk about the old days. It made me feel good to know that she can share some things with me. She haven't gotten so far where she can't talk about some of her days. And yeah, she talk about, I was something else. You sure was, Mom. You was something else. But getting back to my commentary, they does have medication for it. And they require for you to have self-care and physical exercise. These are some of the things that when it come down to dealing with Alzheimer's, we tried, like my mom, she can't walk, she got knees problems. So we have her a walker, either her wheelchair. We try to take her outside, the nurse or whatever. They do physical therapy with her. And we make sure she, we try to do some of the things we think she like. We try to put it on whatever television show she like, whatever kind of food she likes to eat. We try to make sure she's comfortable. And that's the main thing, having self-care, just making sure she's comfortable, making sure that she don't have a restless night. I make sure she have her pillows. I try to put them where she's able to be comfortable. So I'm just reading some things. And like Sarah said, her mom had, and she said it was challenging. It's challenging everybody. But one thing about too, when you have parents or anybody that's dealing with these type of diseases or any type of thing, you can't let them know that. You got to tell them, if they understand you, that don't give up. That's one thing we have to keep telling our loved ones and telling ourselves, to keep the faith. Even though man will say it's no cure, but God still have the final say so. And see, by me going through cancer, by me having these things happening to me, I start believing more in God. Man, doctors, they only can tell you what they know. They only can go by their knowledge, but God still have that final say so. So we listen to our doctors, but we still pray to God, ask him for his guidance, ask him to continue to cover us and protect us. Yes. Sarah said, they love sweets. We had make sure my mom would eat and not wanted to eat food, so we had to watch her for that. Yeah, one thing about my mom, she eat, girl. Sometimes I think she eat too, but she be like, but then sometimes she be thinking she be wanting, but she don't be hungry all the time. You know how babies, for example, you know how a child go in the store and say, I want this candy. They don't really want it, but they see it. And sometimes my mama get like that sometimes. She don't really want it, but it's just the fact that she knows she can get it. And so then, we watch her and we make sure because she can still feed herself, but sometimes we still there. We still there to make sure she swallow food. And one thing too, a lot of them walks and wanders off from home. When they get like that, you have to be there with them. You have to have someone with them at least 24 hours, especially when they get where they want to wander off from home. Because I think Miss April, somebody was over here last year when I forgot who was over here, but someone, I did a show about this last year. They was talking about how their parents would leave home. When they get like that, you You really, really have to be very careful with them. You have to make sure they're safe. Oh, she stopped eating. Wow. Okay. I'm sorry to hear about that, Sarah. I'm sure it was very challenging. If you want to come up and talk about it, you can. I know this late in the evening. Y'all normally see me during the day, but I've been working with this night box. So I'm trying to see if night box doing all right down there. Is he doing all right? I got to put some more different commands in here, but in Nightbox, they doing what they supposed to do. If they dropping those members link, I want my members link to be dropped. And if anybody else want their links dropped, just type Trooper. But I'm going to read a little bit more. And Sarah, thank you for giving me that input about it, because, when I really didn't know how to grasp or thought I could be able to handle my mom being that way. But by her being in the early stages, it's not that bad. But I know probably, probably gonna get worse on down the years, the older she get. So I get myself prepared, even though I deal with my own issues, but I have to, make sure she's fine. So I was just looking at the night box. They're dropping members, but they're doing it at their own pace. But eventually, everybody. I'm just reading a few more facts about Alzheimer. This is one of the three interesting facts about Alzheimer. We know more than 6 million Americans are living with Alzheimer by 2050. Wow. The number is projected to rise to nearly 13 million. Oh my goodness. These are some quick facts, y'all. They said 6 million Americans are already living with Alzheimer. And they're predicting by 2050, the number is projected to rise to nearly 13 million. One in three seniors dies with Alzheimer or another dementia. Wow. In 2023, Alzheimer's and other dementia will cost the nation $340 billion. It costs, y'all. I don't know if it costs because a lot of them can't live at home. They have to be in homes and they have to be cared for. Maybe some probably in private home care. Some might be in nursing home. My mom, she's at home. We just have nurses coming there. But it costs, no matter how you look at it, it costs. Because you got to make sure they are comfortable. You got to make sure they are comfortable. Like I said, it's no cure for it. And the medicine my mom take, it's just for her to be more relaxed. Maybe for her to rest better at night. But her appetite is good. Thank God for that. Right here they said, who get Alzheimer's the most? There are about twice as many women over 65 with Alzheimer's as there are men over 65 with the condition. This mostly because women tend to live longer than men. Okay. However, women over the age of 80 still have slightly higher risk of getting Alzheimer's than men at their age. Like I said, my mom, she is 83. And what are the 4 A's of Alzheimer's? The 4 A's are amnesia, aphasia, apraxia, and agnosia. Okay. I'm just reading some facts about Alzheimer's. Anybody want to ask any more questions, you can put it in the chat. And for Sarah, if she's still in here, she knows about Alzheimer's because she's saying her mom is was living with it. Okay, Nightbox doing pretty good, Miss Key. I'm trying to peep it now. He seemed like he's dropping some members. I see that. Okay. Um, what 7 things trigger Alzheimer? Although it's still unknown that what triggers Alzheimer disease, several factors are known to increase your risk of developing the condition. Age is the single most significant factor. Family history, okay, Down syndrome, head injuries, cardiovascular disease. These are some of the things that trigger Alzheimer. In June is Alzheimer Brain Awareness Month. What does the meds do? Well, actually, the medicine that my mom take, it helped her relax because it's no cure for it. It is no cure for Alzheimer, and it affect your sleep habits. It affect your, like Sarah was saying, that her mom was in the last stage and it was affecting her eating. And so that's what my doctor, my mom doctor, just give her medicine for relaxation, just to help her sleep, because it's no cure for it. Yeah. And Sarah said the same thing. It helped relax. And only thing we have to do, y'all, is keep on praying. Just keep on praying. They be saying it's not a cure for this, it's not a cure for that. Like I said, God does have the final say so. We just have to make sure we just keep trusting him, just make sure we have our faith in him, and just do what these doctors say, because God does give them the knowledge, but he still has the final say so. Yep. Yeah, that's what she said. It just relaxed them. My mom take a pill. I think it's one little pill she take once a day. She takes once a day. But my heart go out to the ones that wanders off, from home. Because I can remember working one year, they was looking for this man. He had Alzheimer. They didn't know where he was, but I think they ended up finding him. But they had to go on and just, after then, they had to start restraining him because he would wander off from home. And that's not a good thing when they start to wander off from home, especially when they're in that kind of condition. So my prayers going out to anybody that's dealing with Alzheimer or dealing with someone, or either trying to help take care of someone. Because a lot of people often ask me, they know I go to the doctor a lot. They know I deal with some issues. They always say, how do you do the things you do? How do you help with your mom? I said, God. I always hunt to the hills, and I said, my helps come from the God, from all of my help. I know where my helps come from. I turn to him because they wanted me to put my mom in a nursing home. At one particular time, I had to really pray about it. I prayed hard because she's still in her right mind, but there's still some times where, like I said, she's in the early stages. She can tell people what she don't want and what she do want, but as time passes, I starting to see some of the challenges are starting to come. But she's at home now, and everybody was like, "What you gonna do? How are you gonna take care of your mom? You got issues going on." I said, God, that's the one, y'all. And I have family members that does their part. I had to make sure they does their part. We have the nurses being there. But if it ever get to the point where it's a little bit too much, we will do together as a family what would be best for my mom. But if she hear that word, there's a home, my mama get the cutting up for real. I ain't going in no nursing home. I tell you that. She be knowing what folk be talking about that nursing home. She don't want to hear that. She don't want to hear that. So She's okay. You know, it be some days does be challenging, y'all. I'm not gonna sit here and say they don't. Some days does be challenging, but we have to just continue to pull together and keep the faith. And that's what it's about. Sarah, thank you for putting those inputs in the chat. I hope everybody's having a great evening. It is kind of warm tonight. Well, it's been warm all day. It's have been warm all day. My numerous links are being dropped. So I'm just reading some things about like dementia. Dementia and Alzheimer, they're the same, but Alzheimer is the disease. It is the disease, actual disease, but dementia falls up under that. So these just more facts about the 6.7 million Americans aged 65 and older are living with Alzheimer in 2023. 73% are aged 75 or older. About 1 in 9 people aged 65 and older. 10.7 has as almost 2/3 of Americans with Alzheimer's are women. Women are the most leading ones. They're the ones that have Alzheimer's the most. So women, make sure we get our checkups. Make sure we go get those. Everything needs to be done. We know we have to get those breasts checked. We have to get those physicals, those pap smears. We have to get those things checked out. See, I have to get even though I don't have any thyroids, I does still get that blood work done because I had that cancer situation. I still have to get blood work done every 3 months to make sure my levels are where it's supposed to be. Make sure I get my medicine because if you don't get your blood work, you can't really determine what's they looking for, what you got to do to know where your medicine for. So I'll make sure I get my blood work. The other week they had changed my medicine. Thank you. They had changed my medicine. They put me back on some anxiety medicine. I got back on my blood pressure medicine, and I started having effects. I started having side effects, sweating, and I told my daughter, I was Then I had to a couple days last week. I had to really just give myself time to get back adjusted to my medicine. So right now everything is back on track. And now, you know, when I told y'all 2 weeks ago, I had gained 2 pounds. I weighed today. I done lost them 2 pounds. I've been trying to get back on this eating, trying to eat right. My husband had me cooking on pork chop today. Y'all make sure y'all check out my short video I just did a while ago. My husband got me here cooking these pork chop. I'm like, man, you can have it. Too hot? Too hot. I'm just drinking me some. Y'all see my water? I got me some watermelon in here and some strawberries. I'm trying to stick to like those small portion like I was doing before. Eat what I want, but just take it in a small portion. They call it portion control. But yes, that's what I was talking about today, y'all, about the Alzheimer. If you're living with someone with Alzheimer, things that you probably need to do, how to care for someone. And I want to thank my sister Sarah for putting her information in, because that's good to know that someone else have experience living with someone with it. They were saying, what is the best way to care for someone with Alzheimer's? Try to keep routines such as bathing, dressing, and eating at the same time each day. And that's what we try to do. Like sometimes my mom, she sleep late some days, but we try to make sure we have everything prepared for her food, her bath, whenever she want to watch television. Because once you get them, when they be like this, they kind of be like babies. You know how you have your babies on a schedule? You got to have those babies on their eating schedule, their sleeping schedules. If you want to take them for a walk, and see, that's just how a person with Alzheimer's, you have to put them on some type of schedule, because if not, they'll be like, they wouldn't know what to do, especially if they already having this problem. So you got to educate yourself more about these things. So they say help the person write down to-do lists. Yeah, it's good to write down some things. Hold on, y'all. I got to mute the phone for a minute. My brother calling, and that's where my mom lives. So let me see if everything okay. Yeah. Yes, that was my brother. Everything good. Um, yeah, I'm just reading some things about how you prepare and care for someone with Alzheimer's. They said plan activities that the person enjoy. Try to do that at the same time each day. Like I said, when people have Alzheimer's, they're practically like, especially if they're in those late stages of Alzheimer's, you have to just practically treat them like they're babies. You have to make sure they have their sleep schedules, their food schedules. Uh, and a lot of people like to wear their certain clothes. You know how children have a certain shirt they want to wear. I swear, my grandson loved to wear his jersey. He have a LeBron James jersey. He have a what the boy name play with the Warriors. He loved his jersey. And I'm like, I know good and time well, you ain't finna put on that shirt again. You know, they have certain things like my mom or anybody that dealing with that, they want to have on a same sweater, or they might have a blanket. You know how some children or some adults have a favorite blanket, a favorite bear, or something like that. You have to find things that comfortable for them, and that's what it's all about, y'all. Making sure they are comfortable, relaxed. That's it. Your mom was like that. She had certain things. Sarah, you okay? I know it probably bringing back a lot of memories and things like that. And they were just saying like tips for caregivers. I'm just gonna give these tips right here. Tips for everyday caregiver for someone that's dealing with this. Try to keep a routine, like I said, bathing, dressing, eating. Help the person write down a to-do list, their appointments, keep up with their appointments, their medicine. Because they can't do it. My mom we have all her medicine, all the medicine she take, and I also got me one. We got it in like one of those containers. I think I had told me Key I was gonna have to get me one of them things because I have to have my medicine lined up. You can have your medicine. I know y'all probably know what I'm talking about, those containers where you can put your medicine in for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's a good way to keep up with your medicine. I had to get me some. Make sure I have my daily medicine there, like have to take vitamins, different medicine I take or whatever. They say help person write down the do list, appointments, events in notebook or calendar. Plan activities that the person enjoys and try to do at the same time. Consider a system of reminders for helping those who must take medication regularly. Yeah. Yeah, music. Yeah, yeah. My mom loved to watch those stories, y'all. She still watch those soap operas. Like right now, she'll watch General Hospital. And then they had all the little talk shows. But she basically watched like The Young and the Restless. Those are some of her daily shows she watched. But her favorite snack is a cookie, Sarah. She gotta have her some cookies. I be like, Mom, you gonna eat more cookies? She got if I'm coming to the house and don't bring no cookies, Gal, you didn't bring my cookies. And see, I had to ask my doctor, I had to ask her doctor, is it okay for her to eat cookies? And they said, yes, it's okay. Just give her if that's what she want, but just limit because it's sugar. And I try to give her some things like healthy things and stuff like that. Um, Okay, they said when dressing or bathing, allow the person to do as much as possible. Like my mom, like I said, she got a knee problem, right? But she can use her hands, she can move all this up in this part. So, like sometimes we'll have her to wash her face or we have her to eat, things like that. We try to have her moving the parts that she can move. So, because when they still know some things, you would make them feel like they can't do things if you do everything for them. So I try to I said, Mom, you want me to feed you? If I think she's gonna have a problem with picking it up, I help her. But we let her feed herself, but we be there with her. We don't just leave her. She's never alone. That's for sure. She's never alone because we have to make sure we watch her. But she can still feed herself, but she do it at a slow pace. So they said buy loose fitting, comfortable, easy use clothing, such as clothes with elastic waistband, fabric fastener, a large zipper pull instead, like shoelaces, button, or buckle. Use a 30 shower chair to support a person who is unsteady. See, my mom, she have all that too. The chair, the thing for the toilet, things like that. Be gentle and respectful. Tell the person what you're going to do step by step while you help them bathe or get dressed. Serve meal is a consistent, familiar place and give the person enough time to eat. The one thing I say about my mom, she can eat, y'all. Her appetite is excellent. It just tips for changing in communication behavior for people with dementia. Communication can be hard for people with Alzheimer and related dementia because they have trouble remembering things. They also can be agitated and anxious, even angry. In some forms of dementia, language abilities are affected such that people have trouble finding the right words or have difficulty speaking. You may feel frustrated or impatient, but it is important to understand that the disease is causing a change in communication skills. To help make communication easy, you can reassure the person, speak calmly, listen to his or her concern and frustration. Try to show that you understand if the person is angry or fearful. Allow the person to keep as much control of her life as possible. Like I was saying, even though my mom eats slow, we still try to see what she can do. She might drop some of her food, or so we try to make sure we dare to let her know, look, we don't let you do it, but we're here to help you. She can read a little bit, like I show her some picture books, or I show her some pictures on the phone and see what can she recognize. She's doing things like that. Let them know that, you don't want to take all of their independence away from them, but just let them know that you're there to support them. So build quiet time into the day along with activities. Keep well-loved objects like photographs, like I said, around the house to help person feel more secure. That's right. Because I show her sisters. I if my mom mentioned my aunties or anybody, we'll show pictures or things that, just let her know. We do things like that. Remind a person who you are if he or she doesn't remember, but try not to say, do you remember? Don't ask them, do they remember? Just say things to see if they remember, because whenever she go to the doctor, they always ask her what her name, ask her where she at, things like that. Encourage a two-way conversation for as long as possible. If you're able to have a conversation, talk to them. The last one is try distracting a person with the activity such as familiar book or photo album if you are having trouble communicating with words. So today I have read to you all about what is Alzheimer. I have read to you some tips of how you can care for someone with Alzheimer, and I also have shared ways that you can feel about someone. All our anxiety might get a little high when it come down to things like this, trying to make sure we're doing the right thing or make sure we're making the right decision about our loved ones or ourselves. And it's good to have good support. It's good to have a good support system. It's good to have another relative or another person with you when someone doing these things. Then it won't be so much on you. Like I said, I have 5 brothers and I'm the only girl. And I tell them when I can't do, somebody else have to do. Try to do things as a family, teamwork, let people know that, look, we're here, that our mom or whoever your loved one know, we're going to do what we can for you. But if it get too much for us, whatever we have to do what's best for you. So that's what we tell my mom. So that's what I was talking about today. And shout out to Simply Sarah for putting her input in about Alzheimer's disease, because it's not nothing to take lightly. I'm 55 years old. I'm finna be 55, and my mom 83. Like they say, it can be hereditary. I don't know. It could be. They say it could be a hereditary that can play a factor in this. So, like I said, I'm 54, and my mom already having her stages now, her early stages. So, I don't know how my brothers or them gonna end up like that or not. I'm not sure. Like my dad is dealing with prostate. And thanks to the ones that have been praying with me. I talked to him last night. Well, I talked to him twice yesterday. He's doing good. Tomorrow Thursday. I think Thursday he will go get some blood work done. But on Monday, he will have his biopsy done. So my other topic today, I wanted to talk about, because June is also Gun Violence Awareness Month. Also, we know I didn't have it in my title, but I'm just going to talk a little bit about it. There's like I said, June is also Gun Violence Awareness Month. It's not in my title, but I'm just going to mention a little something about it. You're welcome. And thank you, Sarah, again for your input. June is also Gun Violence Awareness Month. I didn't have it in my title, but I'm just going to mention something about gun violence. We see it happening every day, y'all. Someone getting killed every day, and it's sad. They need to change these laws, and they need to change them ASAP. They need to change them ASAP. All the companies, all the things that didn't happen over the years, these past couple of years, a lot of schools has been shot up. A lot of things has happened in the past with gun violence. So June is also Gun Awareness Month. So they need to start putting those guns down and picking up those Bibles. Uh, it is sad that in some states that some children, children are smart and they see the news, they have the internet, they have everything. They know that schools are getting shot up. They know that children their ages or something that's happening to children their age, and I'm sure they have anxiety just like everybody else. And they're probably looking over their shoulders when they're walking down the hallway, wondering if somebody gonna come in their school. We have our president, we have our governors, we have these people in our city halls, we have people that we supposed to contact, vote on, vote out, and everything. If the people are not doing what they're supposed to do, vote them out of office. Take it to your local city hall. Present things to them to do things to better your country, your town, your city. If just in case some people are getting bullied. If people are getting bullied at their school, bring it to the school. Let the school know that we got kids are bullying other people's kids. This can cut down a lot of violence. Maybe to cut down some gun violence because some people have a lot of mental issues. It's all about what I talk about over here. I talk about mental health, physical health, our well-being, body, mind, and soul. And today I just want to touch on that gun violence. I pray for the ones that are being caught up in the crossfire in all this because it's sad. When people get out for the summer, they want to get out and enjoy the summer. They don't want to have to be grieving from a shooting from the previous school year. They want to be excited about the summer, have fun, and get back ready for school. Those schools that was shot up last year, the year before in Texas and different places, and I'm sure it took those kids more than a summer to get back to themselves. Instead of those kids had a summer break, some of them had to be buried. So I do awareness over here, and my voice is, let's stop the gun violence. Pick up those Bibles, educate our children, let our children know, stop bullying others, protect our kids, make sure you know your children are, make sure you know your children be around. If you have to check their phones, see who they're talking to, things like that. But June was gun violence awareness. So the next awareness I'll be talking about what? Oh, I'm gonna put it on. The next thing I'll be talking about is, did I put it in here? Men. June is Men Health Month. I was hoping I get some men. Come on, I'm gonna see if I can get my hub over here. You know, June is Men Health Month. A lot of men don't like to go to the doctor, y'all. I'm asking my husband, do you like to go to the doctor? Huh? I can't get my husband to get on camera, y'all. Maybe for the big, ooh, child, you so crazy out here. But the next thing I want to talk about is, I'm not here to judge no man, no one, not in that order. My channel is for awareness. And we are concerned about our men. A lot of men don't like to go to the doctor, and I wonder why. I hope I have some men come in here because I want to ask the question. I was trying to get my husband to come, but he don't want to do right. I'm just gonna take some facts about men's health. June is Men Health Awareness Month. This is the last segment of my show. I'm going to talk a little bit about men health. And I was hoping I'd get some men over here because I want to ask some questions. I couldn't get my husband to come in here. He don't want to ask no questions. But I will read some things about men health. June is Men Health Month. Hold on. I will be reading some facts about men's health. Men health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being as experienced by men, and not merely the absence of diseases. Differences in men health compared to women can be attributed to biological factors, behavior factors, and social factors. Did you know facts about men health? Here are 6 surprising. Hey, Ruthie, good to see you, my girl. Good to see you. Good to see you. They're one of my Georgia troopers. I'm over here talking about men's health. I'm doing awareness today. I did awareness on Alzheimer. Now I'm talking about men health, the importance of men health. Ruth, I know you just like me about your husband. I'm the same way about my husband. Make sure he get those checkups. Our men don't like to go to the doctor. Our men do not. Do your husband like to go to the doctor? That's just the question I want to ask. Why do men don't like to go to the doctor? And I'm just shooting some facts about what are the 6 surprising facts about men's health. And what can you do to stay healthy? Compared to women, men are more likely to be overweight. Men are twice as likely to have hearing problems. Woo, child. I thought I could hear. My husband can't hear. My told me to my mama, you need to go get your hearing checked. My husband. And every time he go get his checkup, I said, don't go check your hearing. I'm talking about men health today. I ain't picking on no man, but we need to get on our men's, y'all. We need to get on our men's. And look, they got to go get everything checked like us. The boo-boo, the everything. That part, every part got to be checked. A lot of men have so much pride, they don't be want to go until something happens to them. And this is my shirt, y'all. Live to fight another day. These is one of my shirts from my shop. Alzheimer awareness. I also have my night box down there. They're dropping members. They're coming in. They're coming in slowly, but all my members chats, all my member links are hooked up to night box. You the same way, honey. I'll try to get my husband to ask some questions. I don't feel. I can't get that man in here to get on camera or ask no questions. He's trying to eat now. Y'all look, he's trying to eat now. He's studying. I cooked him some pork chop today. I said, you don't need all that pork now. Yes, we were saying, but we were just talking about that. Yes, June is men health awareness, but on the bootleg hip. Look, I'm the bootleg health teacher over here. I'm the bootleg health teacher. Can I see some apples in the chat? I'm the bootleg teacher over here, y'all. But now, I do my awareness every month. This month, I was walking for Alzheimer. I have been sharing information about Alzheimer. And I did do a video on men's health. And it's also gun violence health this month, too. And I just want to see that my guy was scared. Some of my guy, even Terry ain't him. When I told him I was going to be talking about men's health, can't see him. A man won't even pop up in here. Why y'all men scared to come up in here? Why y'all men scared to come up in their chair? I ain't gonna get on y'all too bad. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, go get that prostate check, go get those colonoscopies, go get everything, get the check properly, just like we do. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause when my husband come back here, y'all gonna hear me asking him some questions. He gotta come back in the refrigerator now. He'll be back here in a minute. I'm trying to see can I get him, y'all. But they said okay, men are twice as likely to have hearing loss. Hey, child, yeah, you back? Y'all got me some apples down now. I'm the bootleg teacher now. I'm the bootleg health teacher. Teacher, preacher, whatever you want now. I'm Amy, Georgia girl, a child of God. And I just like to share what I share. And I thank y'all for the ones that tune in And I hope that y'all can find some of this information helpful, because what I do, I try to talk about things that are going on in today's world. We know our men don't like to go to the doctor. We know we're dealing with mental health, Alzheimer, dementia. We have physical health. All these things are reality. So my channel is like a voice. I try to do awareness for people that can't speak or need information about things. So I'm not a doctor or anything like that. I do a lot of research. I love to read. And if anything that I'm saying correct and not right, that's why I always ask for other people's opinions. And I respect others' opinions, because one thing about my channel, if I can't build you up, I won't tear you down. So that's why that's how I always have been. I was brought up that way. So I'm just being the person that I am. So there's a heart disease. Listen, men. Men, come out the bushes and listen. Come out them bushes and listen. Heart disease is the leading cause of death in men. Okay? Men under 55 are more prone to hypertension than women. Ernest Moore, my husband take 2 types of blood pressure pill, y'all. If he would come back in here now, if I get to ask him about them blood pressure pills, he'll tell you. He on 2 types of blood pressure pill. I don't know why the doctor got him on it, and then he just, like, I take blood pressure pills, right? And they affect me. My pills affect me different, and we take the same kind of pill. One of my pills, me, he'll take the same kind, then he take a different kind. I read because of his age, because my husband's 4 years older than I am, and he's a male. But when it comes to blood pressure, hey, Tamika, good to see you, my girl. When it comes to blood pressure, my husband, he take 2 different kinds. And then he had me to cook him some pork chop today, y'all. And I be telling him, all that pork ain't good for you. So I had to put some vinegar on it for him. But, like I said, we have these things going on, but we have those tasteful foods. I guess you can still eat what you want, but just don't eat so much of it, especially if you're dealing with high blood pressure, sugar, different things like that. I'm just old bootleg health teacher today, just putting out some awareness today, Tamika. I was talking about airtime awareness. Now I'm talking about our men. Your men scared to come in the chat. They think I'm going to get on. I'm not going to get on, y'all. I don't think I said, I got 5 brothers, y'all. I have 5 brothers, and they have to get checked too. Because my dad was diagnosed with prostate cancer, so they had to check my brothers, because that's certain cancers are hereditary. So one of my brothers already got checked him. I didn't like that. You might have not like it, but it's best to get those early detections, because early detections can save your life, whether you know it or not. That's why when I had got my thyroids, when I found out about that tumors on my eyes, I went on to see about it. Because if I had waited, that cancer would have went and got bigger. That tumor would have got bigger, and it could have messed up my airway. It could have did a lot of more damages to me. So even though when the lady told me to go, I didn't want to go. I'm being honest, because I said, I don't want no people cutting on my neck. I don't know if y'all can see this scar right here. September will be 7 years when they cut me right there. That is my lifeline. This is my testimony. I tell it every while ago that God has spared me from having that stage 3 thyroid cancer. Every now and then, sometimes I still get hoarse when I talk for a period of time. I love to talk, but I used to have where I couldn't swallow my food. I would chew my food. It would get caught up right in there. So they had to end up taking it out, because my neck had got so swollen that it became a 4-centimeter tumor with some cancer cells on it. So that's what drives me to talk about health, because I know some of the things that I have been through, and I know what it did to my body. I know how my body is now. I know the things that I'm still dealing with. After that diagnosis, I was later on diagnosed with a degenerative disease in my back. My left, my left side, I have slow mobility on my left side due to uh, having issues with my disc. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Getting back to what I was saying. Hey, badass, are you a man? I'm talking about men's health today, y'all. Badass, are you bad? That let me see what your name is. What that name is, y'all? Let me see. Can I see it? Trying to get back on the camera. Ooh, can't get it right here. Bad the ass. Bad dad. I'm just gonna say bad dads. Are you a male? Are you a male? Welcome. I think you're new. Are you new? Welcome. But today I'm talking about men's health, and I was just talking about our men's are very important to us. Our men's are very important to us. And I want to make sure that our men's get the care they need. June is Men Health Month. And over here, I'm doing awareness. I do awareness on my channel. I try to encourage, I try to put out information that's needed for all of us, not just women, men, for everybody. And today I had been sharing some information about Alzheimer. Right now, I'm talking about the men's health. So I'm asking you a question, bad. Do you like to go to the doctor? I had a man brave enough to come up in here. Do you like going to the doctor? That's my first question. Do you like going to the doctor? And if you do, that's good. If you don't, why don't you? Because a lot of men scared to go get checkups. A lot of men are scared to go. A lot of men wait until something happens before they even get diagnosed. And it's best to get those things done. You know, like my husband, a few years ago, and this would really scared my husband. If he come in here, I'm sick and I get some questions out of him. He had got sick, and that was the first time, I'm for real, y'all. A couple years ago, my husband got sick with his stomach. We didn't know what was going on with him. What was for dinner? I had to cook him some pork chop. I cook him some pork chop. Okay. He said, I'm always getting physicals, checkup, blood work. Yes, ma'am. That's good. Keep doing it, my brother. Keep doing it. And like I was saying about my husband, he didn't used to like to go to the doctor until his blood pressure. He started having a problem with his blood pressure, his cholesterol. And those two things there, y'all, when it come down to men, because they said men's are heart attacks are one of the leading causes of men death. And it deals with your heart, your blood pressure, and your cholesterol. Yeah, he wanted some pork chop, girl. You know, I was fussing at him, but he still wanted that pork. But you said I tried to. He said, hold on. You said, what did you say? You want to come up? You can come up and share some things if you want to. I can drop the link if you want to come up here. I can drop the link if you want to. Ain't gonna grill you too bad. I'll drop the link if you want to come up. I don't mind. Oh. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Is I got an echo? Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Hold on, y'all. I got some technical difficulties. Give me 1 minute. Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Am I echoing still? Hold on. Can y'all hear me now? Okay, let me get him the link. Can you hear me? Hold on. But I'm gonna give you the link in 1 minute. I was just reading what you said. You're 45. Okay, and that's good. It's good that you get your checkups because a lot of men don't like to. I'm being honest. I'm not here to bash no one. I'm not here to tell no one what they should do, but we all should want to make sure our health is important. That's the link right there. You can come up. Okay. I was just reading your comment. I was trying to go back and read what you had said. Oh, okay, Ruthie. Okay. You can hit the link right there if you see it. I'll just do awareness. So you'll be 40. That's what you said. You said you'll be 45 this year. But oh, that's excellent. That's awesome. That is awesome. I have blood pressure issues and I don't know what's going on. But did you see the link? Bad. I'm trying to get your name right. Bad Des. Do you see the link down there? Can y'all still hear me? I was trying to bring a guest up here. I don't know what happened to him. He said he would come up for a minute. But yeah, I was just wanting to share some things about did y'all see that link down there? Yeah, go right there. I just wanted to share some things about men health because our men are important to us. Hello?
Hello, how y'all doing?
How you doing? Let me take this
I'm
off
good.
here. Let me take this down. How are you doing?
I'm good. Down here in Daytona on vacation.
That's excellent. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself. All right. You know who I am, right?
Yes, I do.
So me and you already connected.
I think I'm actually subscribed to you. I think I am.
Okay. Let me take this comment down. Tell everybody who you are.
Well, my YouTube page is Badass 93 Stain, and I do car restoration. I do gardening.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
know who you are. I didn't know. I know who you are now. Trying to turn you up. Okay. So you do a lot of gardening and what else on your channel?
uh, car restoration. I got some dog videos and some
Yeah,
farm
I know I
videos.
see you do some things with cars, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So today I'm doing awareness on men's health. My first topic was ass time awareness, but since you're a guy and I was trying to see how important you think your health is. How important do you think your health is?
It's most definitely important. 100% important. You know, my thing is if I got terrible health, then I can't go to work. Uh, can't do stuff with my family.
Hmm.
So it's most definitely important. And on top
Yes,
of just wanting to live.
exactly. So you're not one of those guys that's scared to go to the doctor, huh? You do you go? Do you like to go, or is it a spur of a
You know,
moment thing? Or
no, I go ahead of time. My thing is I don't like to go, but I do it anyway
yeah,
because
yeah,
it's gotta be done. It's
yes,
gotta be done.
exactly.
So I don't wait until the last minute. I don't wait until there's something wrong. I go ahead of time and get checked out. So
Oh, that's great. That's great. Cause a lot of men are afraid to get those checkup, like their prostate, colonoscopy. You say you
yeah, I got
45,
all
so
that
you probably
coming.
haven't
Yeah,
started getting those yet, have you?
I'm getting it next year. I just had a
Okay.
physical a month ago, so even though I don't want to get it done, it's got to be done.
That's
Got to
right.
be
That's
done.
right. That's right. Because that's part of our living. Like I said, I have five brothers that I have to be telling them, y'all got to get, because my dad just got diagnosed with prostate cancer. So
Right,
if someone in your family dealing with that, it's best to get those tests because some things are hereditary. They were
right,
like, I don't want no folk doing that to me. I said, look, we don't be wanting them poking us in areas, but we have to get it done.
right.
So
It's got to be done.
yes, yes. That is
Mm-hmm.
awesome. So you seem like you're on a boat or something. Are you on a
No,
boat?
I'm actually sitting in a rocking chair, but I'm
Oh,
actually at the
okay.
beach.
I just saw you moving. I thought maybe you was okay.
Yeah, I'm at the beach, but I'm sitting in a rocking chair.
Oh, you at the beach. All right. You on
Yes, Lord.
vacation?
Oh yeah.
All right. You enjoy yourself. You know it's hot now, so drink plenty of water. And yes, I was just talking about the men health things that they have to get treated just like us women. Do you have like brothers and things like that? Do they you encourage them to get
No,
themselves checked?
I'm actually an only child, but I
Okay.
have to get on my male friends and
Yeah.
tell them, look, y'all got to go to the doctor. Y'all got to get checked out. Y'all got to get the blood work done.
Yes.
Because high blood pressure, silent killer. You
Yes.
know,
Yes.
high
Yes.
cholesterol is a silent killer because you don't know you have it until
Mhm.
you stroke out or have a heart attack. So
That's right.
yeah,
From reading from my facts, you know the number one killer of men are heart attacks. You know that, right?
right, right.
Heart
That's why
attack is the number
most
one.
guys don't know that they have clogged arteries. Most people don't know that.
Do it now.
I said most people don't know that they have clogged arteries.
Yes, a lot of people
Hmm.
don't know that. So I saw your statement where you said that your cholesterol good, your blood pressure.
Hmm.
You don't take any medication.
Nope. I take vitamin D3. I take fish oil, omega 3s. I
Okay,
take
that's
B12.
great.
I eat pretty good. Don't get me wrong. I may have fast food maybe once a month because where I live, we don't have a close fast food restaurant, so I
Okay.
might get it once a month.
That's awesome.
But everything else is home cooked.
That's good. So you do some cooking too?
Oh yeah, I cook, and me and my wife we don't even have kids. I cook 4 days a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That is great, and that's good. You keep doing what you're doing. You seem like you're in excellent health, and that's good. Do you do any type of exercises or anything
Oh
like
yeah.
that?
Oh yeah. Exercise. I work in a body shop, so that's
Yeah.
manual work by itself. And then I work out in the
Okay.
garden, so that's even more work after
Yeah,
work. So
that's good too. Study
work a
move.
little bit.
That's the thing. You steady doing something. You steady doing something. You're not staying in one
Hmm.
spot. So that's awesome. But yeah, thank you for coming up. And I just want to say, as any men gonna come on today, just talk about men health and keep encouraging your male friends. I don't know, like Jamie Foxx. I know you see. We don't really still don't know what happened to him. You
Right.
see how things are just happening out in the world to our guys and women. Cause we go through our breasts, we have to get our breasts, we have to get those checked, we have to get those pep. So our
Hmm.
men's, they have to get those physical checkup the same way our women's do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was reading that by Jamie Foxx, and they still never did say what he was diagnosed with. Somebody say
Oh,
he had a
that was
stroke.
something crazy.
Yeah, but I appreciate you for coming up. So you on
Man,
vacation? You gonna stay down there for a little while, or just a couple of
well,
days?
we actually been down here since Friday,
Okay.
and we'll leave Friday.
So what did you have coming up on your channel so we can make sure we tune in? You got anything coming up that you want us to see, or you got an event or anything you have dropped it lately? We
Well,
can
I
make
actually
sure we
dropped a couple of videos with about the garden, and
okay.
I did my first harvest of kale greens and collard greens.
Oh, I need to go
So,
see that. So are you raising those?
oh yeah,
Oh, okay. I
oh
gotta
yeah.
go check that out. When you go back in the chat, type trooper and then your channel will pop up. I want to make sure I go over there and see what you got going on over there.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Then the people in the chat, they can connect to you if they have not already. But that's awesome. So so when you do your cropping, do you sell them or you just do it for your family or what are you doing?
I don't know. I do it for myself. Like I said, I got corn, okra,
Woo!
cucumbers,
How far you is from
tomatoes,
me?
peppers.
How far you stay from me? I need some of that.
Yeah, I'm on the outside of Memphis, about an hour from Memphis.
Oh, I'm in Georgia. Okay.
So
Oh, he
yeah.
went out there and put a couple of tomatoes in every now and then. He didn't do nothing this year. But my dad, he will put him some collards but his health then got him down some. But he does have a garden. He have been working on his garden. But that
Right.
is great. So you do your garden. That's pretty good. That's
Oh yeah.
exercise right there.
That's too much
I'm
exercise.
gonna go over there and check that video out. It's gonna make me want to get some of them collard greens.
I still got a bunch of them. I got a bunch of them too.
So how long you been doing it all? Well, summer just started. You been planted those? Have you been planted? They
Well,
already done came up or
with this batch this year, I planted them about almost 2 months ago, and I already got big leaves and everything. Like I
what?
said, I picked 8 bunches last week,
Wow.
and that's
Yeah,
just
I
on
need
the
to be
bottom.
standing next door to you then. That's what I need to be. Well, it's good. They getting plenty of sunshine because it's hot. You have to
Oh
make sure
yeah,
you keep them watered.
yeah. I got my neighbors to water them while I'm on vacation.
Well, that's good. Well,
Mm-hmm.
that's right. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Right?
It's badass 93.
Badass. Okay. Badass. Okay. Well, thank you for coming up, and I'm gonna check your channel out. When you go right down, just type Trooper, it'll pop up, and you can always
Okay.
welcome over here. And make sure you continue to take care of yourself. Enjoy your vacation. Thanks for coming up.
All right. I appreciate you having me.
You're welcome. Bye Bye-bye.
All right, see you later.
All right. That was badass, y'all. He said he's bad. His name. You gonna tell them when you get through now. Take all that shit down. Take all of it down. You gonna tell them that I'll tell you that. All right. Kitchen. Okay, that was badass, y'all. That was badass. He came up and shared some things about his health. He was just saying that he's in pretty good shape. He's in pretty good shape. He's gone to his checkups. Um, he said he's on vacation right now, so that's awesome. He's on vacation, getting out there, getting him some sunshine, and that's what it's all about: living, living and enjoying life, living and enjoying life. Did it come up? It probably pop up in a minute. Let me see. I see you put. I think it's put troopers. It got to be ERS. You got to be the S on the end. I thought you got to put the S on the end. And they dropped mine. Yeah, you gotta have the S on the end. Oh, there you go. All right, I'm gonna go over here and check you out. Okay, I'm looking at these collard greens. The first collards in kale harvest. Wow, those are beautiful. Wow, those greens are pretty. They have some big leaves. Y'all go check out badass. They got some big leaves on them. That's a good bunch right there. That's a good combination right there. Collards and kale. I like that. I'm just looking at some of your videos. Y'all make sure y'all check out Badass. He do. Let's see. Yes, I'm connected with him. I see I'm already connected with him. I'm just checking out some things on his channel. He does work with cars. Okay, I see some things you're doing with your cars. Okay, but you got a seem like you jacking up a motor up there or something. A car. Oh, I'm back. I was just having some technical difficulties. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? But anyway, about to get ready to wrap this show up. But I want to thank Badass for coming up here. And like I said, let's encourage our men to just go to the doctor, uh, get those checkups. Don't be afraid to get those things done because we need our men's out here, y'all. We need our men's out here just like we need our women's out here. You welcome. You can come over here anytime. Did y'all see that garden badass hat? I love those collars you got over there. God, I wish I stayed next door to you. I love me some collars. I was looking at your video now. You was like you were putting a car, doing something to a car. He working on a car and everything, y'all. But y'all ought to go over there and look at those collars right there. Let's see, can I show that? He washing some collards and kale greens. But I'm finna get ready to say my ending of this live in a few minutes. I'm finna wrap things up. I want to appreciate one of my members, Sarah, for giving out information about Alzheimer disease because it is reality, y'all. That is going on in the world today. People are dealing with Alzheimer. Like I said, my mom is in the early stages of Alzheimer, and it is challenging to see some of your loved ones go through those type of things. You want to know how to be able to help take care of them, and that's what I had been doing all month. Sharing information. I did some walking. I made some shirts. This shirt here say, "Live to fight another day." Time awareness. I have these shirts available in my shop. Also, if you like to become a member on my channel, you can hit that join button and become a Georgia Trooper. You will see that some of the members does have those badges at the end of their names. I do shout outs. I share your work. We'll be doing some members only work together. We'll be doing some things as a collective group. And I also want to shout out my moderators, the ones that are not members, the ones that have been hanging with me, just making sure the chat goes well. And thank you, Miss Key, because I didn't know I was on mute, but I know I was flashing in and out. Thank you for always letting me know about the channel. And I tried Nightbox out today. I hope everybody's link was able to be dropped today. That did drop. Typed in Trooper. You type in Trooper, your channel will pop up. And they have my members popping up throughout the chat. It's like a slow pace, but they are your links are on there. So you make sure. I think it did pretty good. I think Nightbox did pretty good. I'm gonna try it out for a while. But like I said, then thanks, Badass, for coming up, sharing that about your health, that you're doing pretty good, and that's awesome. A lot of men need to have that same type of attitude. Think that your health are more important than anything else. Cause that's why I do a lot of awareness over here because of the things that I have experienced in my own life. Well, tomorrow I'll probably just do some videos. I did do a short video. Y'all can check that out. My husband wanted some pork chop, so I did cook that for him. I've been it's hard trying to get back on that path that I started on in the beginning of the year. It get hard sometimes, but I'm gonna keep on hanging in there. So I'm finna conclude this right here. Let's see. Okay, let's say something else about it. I just want to share this. And what is the number one health threat to men? Cardiovascular disease is the leading health threat. Heart attacks is the most leading thing that kill the men now. 1 of 4 men have some type of heart disease. It's the leading cause of death in the United States. And the risk factors are depending on your age and your gender, race, sometimes family history. So men, make sure you get those checkups. What are the top 3 men health issues? Do you know the top men health threats are? heart disease, cancer, and unintentional injury. Thankfully, most men health threats are largely preventable. Make healthy lifestyle choices such as eating a healthy diet and including physical activity in your daily routine. What are the biggest problem men face? Common or mental health challenges, addiction and problem gambling, workplace challenges, relationship conflicts, racism, discrimination, housing, and financial insecurity. They were just saying these are some of the problems that men deal with. So, like I said, today was a pretty good show. I will be continuing to keep doing more awareness over here. I hope y'all enjoyed the show today. Let me see what else I got going on. Tomorrow, I probably just put out some videos. I might come back live on Friday. I'm gonna continue just try to eat light, drink plenty of water, y'all. Make sure y'all drink plenty of water because it is getting hot. It's June. It is summertime. I'm gonna be sharing some different meal preps this rest of this week. I got some meal preps coming up. But I had said, hey Tiffany, good to see you, my girl. How you been doing? I was just over here talking about wrapping up my Alzheimer awareness series, and we was talking about MenHealth. I had a guy that come up here. His name was Badass. He came up and shared some things because I was asking him a couple of questions, and I was just saying, why are men scared to go to the doctor? What they afraid of? And he just came up and shared some things that he'll be 45 soon, and he in pretty good shape. He said he doesn't have any health problem. You did, girl. I had to cook that for my husband today. He got high blood pressure, but he sure wanted them pork chop good. He wanted he wanted those pork chops, and I'm over here talking about heart attacks is one of the leading causes of men death. Heart disease is the number one killer for men. And my husband, he got high blood pressure and cholesterol. I usually bake. I mostly do a lot of baking, but he said he wanted some pork chops. And I'm still trying to watch my weight. I did end up losing those 2 pounds back off. I had gained 2 pounds 2 weeks ago. I weighed myself today, so I did lost those 2 pounds back because this week I've been eating real light. I've been trying to get back on my managing my weight and different things. I wasn't able to walk that much because it's been hot. I said maybe I can go out there and walk in the afternoon. I still got your gift coming to you too, Tiffany. Don't worry, it's coming. And yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. I've been trying to stick with more water. Did you see my drink I made? I'm still drinking. This right here is watermelon and strawberries right here. Yes. It's muggy where you live. It's muggy. Yeah, that's what I had did today. Dana must have been live. Dana been live today. Dana been live today. I know he was live last night. Don't go. Woo. I was just, I was in and out listening to him. I was in and out listening to Dana last night. Woo. They got too much. It's too much going on over there for me. He live. He been live today. Have you been live? Have you been live today? But I'm about to wrap this up. You been working late? Okay. You staying cool, ain't you? Staying cool? Okay. Yes, I have got the little night box. It just have y'all names popping up in the chat, letting everybody know y'all my members. I did that because I wanted y'all to know that I does appreciate y'all. And for the people that want to drop their links, they can type the word truth. Yeah, it was. Whew. Learned something new, lad. Learned something new. That's all I can tell you. Learned something new. Shout out to me, Keith, for helping me get this night box on. I don't know what she at, but I think she normally do a live every night. Y'all go over there and finish supporting her. And this is one of my shirts again. I does have t-shirts, mugs, different things in my shop. This right here said, "Live to fight another day." Alzheimer awareness. I wore this to represent people with Alzheimer because my mom does have those early stages. And I have been doing some different awareness this month. I was walking, I was sharing information, and I just want to speak on men health. I'm glad I was able to have a man to come in here today, and he shared some things. He said he's not afraid to go to the doctor. He's going to be 45. He said he in pretty good shape. I told him thank him. I was trying to get my husband, trying to ask him a couple of questions. My husband, I was trying to ask my husband a couple of questions. He don't want to be on camera. He wants to be. He worried about getting that food on over there. I had already cooked the pork chop, so he good to go. Over here fussing about them cats and stuff, messing with that stuff over there. But so you've been working late? Okay, you staying cool, right? You staying cool? I probably come out live. Yeah, they're scared to go. My husband used to be scared, girl. So that blood pressure. My husband started having blood pressure a few years ago. When his brother died, he started having blood pressure problem. Then his cholesterol started going. That's why I say, talking about pork chop. Cause if I cook some, if I would decide if I want to eat some, I'm gonna bake mine. But honey, he wanted his fried. He don't normally eat fried, but I guess he had a taste for it. Cause he deal with cholesterol and high blood pressure. Me and he'll take the same kind of blood pressure medicine, but it affects us differently. I think he was way stronger than mine. He don't like to go either, girl. Make sure he go. Tell him to go, even though they don't want to go, but we have to keep telling them, because like I said, these days they leaving here with heart attacks. They have to go get that prostate check, that colonoscopy. They have to go get all that check. A lot of men are afraid to get those done. My husband had all that done. He had a health scare a couple of years ago. He had a health scare a couple of years ago, and that made him change a lot of his eating and drinking habits. Once you go through a lot of different things, it open your eyes up. Once you go through a lot of different things in life, like your health, going through health situation, financial situation, different things like that, it makes you start looking different at life. Because once I went through that cancer diagnosis, it's made me look different at life. It made me want to live, made me want to live different. That's why I'm always talking about changing the way I'm eating, changing the way my environment, because our mental health and our physical health is very important. And I think the ones that do us come over here, I say I'm the bootleg health teacher. I just like to share things that I think that are important. I share these things because this is reality. People are dealing with Alzheimer. People are dealing with prostate, breast cancer, heart attacks. I try to do things on breast cancer awareness month. I try to share things every month about some type of awareness. July, I got to see what the awareness is for that month. I like to put out information about things that you could always go back and look at. And like in October is breast cancer awareness month. September is my month that I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. I always do something for that anniversary because this year will be 7 years. Each month I try to put out some type of awareness just to let people know about different types of information that can come helpful. And I try to put out daily blogs about either inspiration or either probably put out some about food. And I does talk about entertainment if something is going on in the entertainment world. You know, like I said, I was talking about Jamie Foxx a while ago. We still don't know what was wrong with him, but it was something concerning you having a stroke or something like that. He was dealing with something like that. And then like R. Kelly, I was listening at his phone call. I was about to get ready to go, but y'all still hanging in here. I'm gonna go in a few minutes. Me saying I'm finna go. Miss Key, what time you going live? What time you going live, Miss Key? But speaking on men's health, I was listening at R. Kelly phone call. Lord have mercy. That just, I don't, I'm just gonna say this, and I'm gonna make this very clear as possible. No matter what people, how they might feel about him, or what they say he might be alleged to being done, and a lot of people might say he deserved what he's getting in prison. When it comes down to our health, people should look at people different. They should look at people different. Even though they said he did those things, he still don't need, his health still need to be taken care of. When he was talking about his health on that phone call, I couldn't help but to say, Lord have mercy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he did in his bedroom, and I'm not going to argue with nobody about what he did or didn't do. But his health is important, just like every human being out here. And I was listening to him on that phone call, and he was saying, yeah, make sure you go to the desk. Yes. I had an appointment postman went the other day, but I couldn't go, but because I got one need to be out. I got about two of them need to be out. I got to get some more dental work done on my front area, but I'm gonna get that done as soon as possible. I had an appointment the other day, but I wasn't able to go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that is no, that's what you choose to do, and no one can't take that away from you. Uh, and from what I was listening to on his call, where he was saying that anything else can wait. He want to basically think about his health right now. And that's what we all should do. We should put our health first, y'all. We should put our health first. Our health is our wealth. So I know it was heartbreaking. A lot of people probably saying, baby, that's what he deserved. But he's still a child of God. His health is important just like everybody else. And I hope that wherever he's at, I think those phone calls were old phone calls, but I think it was his phone call before he was at the other place or whatever. But I hope he's getting that those treatment that he deserved. You know, hope you're getting the health care he deserved. Even though he did whatever they say he did do some good things to the world. So people can either go either way or either are. So that's just some entertainment that I was talking about right there, because I was just go right along with my men's health segment. Yeah. But stay on your husband, Tiffany, about going to the doctor. I stay on my brothers. I stay on my husband. My husband be like, I gotta go out here and get that blood work. I said, well, you better go on then. Cause the one thing about our doctor, they gonna remind us about the appointments. They make sure they remind us about those appointments. Like if you do for some blood work, they start calling you a week before to remind you about those appointments. So I got an appointment coming up July the 18th. I gotta go get some tests done on my stomach. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. You're so sweet, Herb. Thank you. I gotta go get some tests done on my stomach on the 18th. January I had started by having stomach issues. Lord have mercy. Like this thing trying to blank that. Yeah, I had started by having stomach issues, so now I gotta go to a specialist, and they're gonna run some tests on me. Of course, I already know what it is. It's for IBS. I told you on the bootleg, the bootleg. I'm the bootleg health teacher. You call your patients. Yeah. They remind you, honey. They really remind you. Thank you, Tiffany. You know I love you, girl. You know I love you. Thank you for always supporting. You need to go and get that channel started. You know you'll get some people now. But anyway, I'm thinking to get ready to wrap this up. I got some meal prep coming up. I got a video probably gonna come up tomorrow. I had did some homemade mashed potatoes. I got that video. Well, I shouldn't have told you. I should let y'all wait and see it. But I do have I do a little cooking, Tiffany. I ain't no chef like Miss Key and all the rest of them. I be putting something together. That's what I'm telling you. I be putting something together. But we did some mashed potatoes, and I did some more like some little treats for the kids. I got that some videos coming up. So on Saturday, my granddaughter's birthday coming, so I'll probably be with them this weekend. And I'll probably come back live on Friday, chill out with y'all. But this gonna end my awareness for Alzheimer awareness and men's health. And I also spoke on gun violence. So gun violence was aware. June was also gun violence awareness month. We need to make sure we take care and protect our children, our governors, the president, whoever like that need to change those gun laws to make our kids safe in school. Put those guns down, pick up those Bibles. We seeing too many of our loved ones getting shot up daily. I think I just heard some on the news in Texas like a few weeks ago or a few days ago. You can't wait. Uh, we got to protect our children at all costs. Let's continue to talk to our children. Thank you, child. Thank you for always coming over and supporting. I hope everything is going well. Okay, Tiffany. Thank you, sis, and I appreciate you, girl, for supporting me. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, child, for being one of my moderators. I does appreciate you. I hope everything is going well for you. And thank y'all for tuning in to my show. I will continue since y'all like the information. You know, I've been doing this since I had my channel. I've been putting out information. But I tell everybody, I'm not a doctor or anything. I does research what I talk about. I read a lot. And anything that I don't know, I ask my daughter, because my daughter is a RN. And she tells me things, anything I need to know medically about myself or anything, I ask my daughter because she tells me a lot because she's an RN, she was an LPN and a phlebotomist. And she knows that medical stuff. I've been trying to get on for the longest. She's shy just like my husband. They don't like to be around the camera that much. But I want to thank y'all. Thank you, Miss Key, again for helping me out. I think the night box did pretty good. It was sharing my members. I hope all the members did get a chance to get dropped. I see they coming in. They coming in at a few minutes at a time, but I does have everybody listed. Y'all continue to have a blessed night. Stay cool. Stay blessed, and always stay prayed up. And until next time, and stay encouraged. Until next time, talk to y'all later. Bye-bye. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. I'm gonna give y'all some more roses. Thanks to the one that had shared me out. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a good night. And until next time, bye-bye.